Hey ladies, Nakia Hazel, Advanced Director here, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about client care calls and getting bookings and even getting sponsoring. For those who do not know, only a small few people know that I have challenged myself to help 20 women sign up in the business in 30 days. So super duper challenging, super duper scary, but I'm doing it and I've been prepping for the last month and a half on doing this. I have a call list of 500 women that I'll be contacting, but it also got me to thinking, why not also contact my clients, people I haven't spoke to in a minute, and I am very big on client care calls, but like life happens, we all slip through the cracks and we forget to make client care calls. Some of us are scared to make client care calls. You're not sure what to say. So I am going to give you a few tips on what you should do to get those clients. So far in my challenge, I am in day 5. I started this past Monday, October 5th, and I am in day 5 of the challenge. I have signed one officially, and I have two PRCF forms for women that's processing next week. So it's a total of 3 women so far, but I've booked 9 parties from doing this challenge. And when I set out to do this, I did not expect to book any parties. It was all about getting team members and building my team. So I decided to change my mindset around and just call everybody. So first things first, you need to have a client base. And if you're new, say you just started within the last month or 2 months or whatever, I would say go back to your first party, and it's never too late to start making client care calls, never too early. So I am starting with 2015, and then I'm working my way backwards. So I do have my list of ladies who circle the 5 or higher of being interested in the business. Some people I have kept in touch with, some I haven't. Some are my Facebook friends and some are not. So first things first that I would do is to do your start from the very beginning of the year. So if you've been in starting from January, get your January parties. So for me, I have my box of parties. I do keep mine in an envelope. And I started from January. So I have my January people who are on here, and I simply pull them out and I look at, let's see, I do have another set right here because these are people I'm going to be calling today. And I do have their cards, and I do look at the back of the cards and see what they have written down. Also, while I am doing my research, I do stalk them on Facebook. I investigate. That's the proper word for it, is investigate on Facebook to see what new event has been going on. I am the first to say that I do not always pay attention to what a lot of my clients are doing, because good old Facebook, they'll take away people sometimes, and you'll see a certain amount, and then all of a sudden you come back and you see that there's a different set of people you haven't seen in a minute. So that is Facebook. So some people slip through the cracks. So I do go on their page if I know that we are Facebook friends, and I look and see what they're up to. You want to do that before you call them, because you want to make sure it's not an inappropriate time to call. I did have one client that I saw, please keep us in your prayers. and everything, and I found out later that she actually had a miscarriage. So I wasn't going to call her to book a party or join my team, even though I saw she was interested. I did, however, call her and just let her know that her family is still in my prayers, and I'll touch base with her in a little bit just to follow up and see how she's doing. That's it. I did have another client that suffered a stroke, and I did see that on Facebook. I sent her out a card and then ended up calling her this week. She thanked me very much for the card, wasn't expecting it. And so what I said was, well, hopefully I'll get to see you soon because, you know, you were always the life of the party, which she was. And it'll be nice to see your smiling face again. And I left it at that, where she came back to me and says, well, hopefully I'll get to see you this year because my daughter wants to have a party. So here's her number, call her, and let's set something up before December. So boom, I got a party out of it. Did I initiate it? No, she did it. So kind of get on Facebook and look and see how it goes. So when you make the calls, what are you supposed to say? I have been doing this for the last 5 days now, and if I haven't spoken to them in a minute, I do it. If I have just spoken to them or we are frequent communicating on Facebook or whatever, then I just come right out with it. So what I have been saying, and I got this from another consultant, but I've been saying it to everybody. When they answer the phone, I'll say, hey girl, it's Nakia with Pure Romance from Susie's Party, and I was just doing my monthly drawing, and guess whose name I picked? You just won a pleasure pack from me. They are super excited. If they don't remember you, they'll remember you when you say so-and-so's party. And don't say so-and-so's party from January. Just say their name, okay? They should know who they are. They were invited to the party. And you just say, you know, so you have a pleasure pack. They're excited. Oh, that's great. What do I win? You know, what is that? So this is where you kind of gauge. So I have the card in front of me. I have their products in front of me. And if they are a 5 or more, or even a 4, on interested in the business or even interested in having a party, I'll say, well, you won a pleasure pack from me. However, I will give you an upgrade if you're interested. And of course, they hear upgrade. Of course, they're interested. So they'll say, tell me more. So I say, well, you can either get the pleasure pack or you can host a fun ladies night with me because I know you've been wanting to do a party and back then it just wasn't great timing. I am doing a special where if you host a party with me in November or December, you will get one of our limited edition items that'll either make you smell good or feel good. So what are those limited edition items? Ladies, it's our botanical line, okay? So that's going to make them smell good. What's going to make them feel good? Our new Love Touch. Okay, that's so those are two different things. So it's a $69 value for the Love Touch. So make your item a $69 value. So you can do a Coochie Body Dew spray and like the body wash and put that together as a package, and that will be their gift if they decide to host a party. So I say that, or I also know that, remember that you were interested in doing what I do, and I am actually on a mission to help as many women as possible pay for their holiday gifts in cash. It's been a passion of mine to help women avoid going into the next year in debt. And we sacrifice all of our hard-earned money, and we take our credit cards and we spend all of our credit cards and, you know, run them up for Christmas present, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and everything else. And in 2016, we vow we're going to get out of debt. So I am running a special for the ladies that would love to pay for holidays in cash. Which one would you like? Um, I have gotten a ton of interested and wants to know more, and so I have invited them to an opportunity event that I'm doing. I have also set up interview times with them, so I will go and sit with them in person and talk with them. Or if they are out the state, because I do a lot of parties out the state, I will send them a 15-minute video on how they can earn money doing Pure Romance. And it is on the Diamond Divas group. Dana Barrage has it posted. It is an August video. However, the amounts for the kit sale for October are the same. Reason why I send that, my face is in there. There's a picture of me actually in there, and I will say to them, here's a video, take a look at it. You might see someone you recognize. And it just adds that extra touch. And then I follow up with them about a half hour to an hour later. We'll schedule a time to talk, and we'll go from there. I have called so far 105 people. And out of those 105 people, in fact, maybe a little bit more than that, but out of those 105 people, I've only had to send out 3 pleasure packs. 3. That's it. Tons of voicemails, but that's okay. 9 parties booked, and about maybe 15 so far interested in the business, 3 signed up. So, it's definitely a numbers game, which is why you want to call a lot of people. So if it's their voicemail, you want them to call you back, then you use the pleasure pack drawing to get them to call you back. I have had several women call me back because of that, and I say on their voicemail, hey, this is Nakia with Pure Romance from so-and-so's party. I just wanted to let you know I just did my monthly prize drawing, and you won a pleasure pack from me. Give me a call back to claim your prize. And I'll leave my number. And they have been calling me back. And that's when I hear back from them, that's when I go into you can upgrade by either hosting a party or joining my team. So you can mix and match however you want, but that's what I've been saying. Now, for the ladies that I speak to on a regular, or if they don't sound too happy to hear from you or sounds like you're kind of bothering them, you can just simply say, hey, it's Nakia with Pure Romance from Susie's party, and I was just touching base with you to make sure the products you received from her party are still working out well for you, and to answer any questions you may have for me. That's it. That's all I say. And they'll say, oh yeah, everything's working great. Great. That's all I needed to know. I hope you're doing well. If I have notes on them, I'll say, how's the family? How's school going? How's the pregnancy? I'll do something like that just to let them know that it's not just a sales call. And that's it. I say, okay, great. Well, I will check in on you in another couple of months. By that time, you should be ready for your refill of Coochie or Body Spray. I look and see what they actually have, and I'll call them back in a couple of months and I'll actually mark it down as well to let them know that so I can remember when I do my client care calls again, that when's the last time I contacted them. So that is it. That is all I'm doing. It is working very well for me. Now, one thing I am saying is I am truly dedicated to this. You don't have to call as many women as I am if you're not out for a certain number that you're looking for, but do your client care calls. Take a half hour out of your day, take an hour out of your day. For me, I make calls from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Once 9 o'clock hits, I'm not making any more calls, but I get people to actually call me back or text me back, and then I feel it's okay for me to give them a call back. But after 9 o'clock p.m., I don't make any more calls. but I am every day for 3 hours. I am calling people, and usually in 3 hours I can make about anywhere from 50 to 60 calls. Last night I was a little behind because I had 2 interviews in person, and so I only talked to 25 people. That was about an hour and a half. So um, try it, see how it works for you. It works for me. Follow up is the key. Oh, I forgot to tell you what's in the pleasure pack. I'm sorry. Pleasure pack is nothing but a goodie bag, and I'll show you the goodie bag that I put everything in. I got a bunch of these Valentine's Day season, and I am simply putting in a few foil packs. That's it. I find out if they're sexy single or if they are in a fun relationship. If they are, then I'll put in a shave. I'll put in a Just Like Me and the Sensations. If they are a sexy single, then I'll put in a Just Like Me, a coochie foil pack, and a oh gosh, I just blanked out. A body dew spray, and I'll put that in there. And I have labels that actually has Pure Romance by Nakia Pleasure Pack. That's it. And then I put it in the mail. Some ask for updated catalogs, so I will follow up with those people. And that is it. So hopefully this helps you. Thanks, ladies, and good luck to all of you.